Space, for all of humanity, was a goal to achieve.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Дорогу к ней продолжает осваивать человек.
7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
The beauty and vastness of the unknown attracted all kinds of minds. Through conflict and war, humanity progressed. Brave souls ventured bit by bit into the black. Our technology got better, and life as we knew it was going to change. In the 22nd century, our first hyperdrive was invented, changing our relationship with the galaxy forever. Humans ventured into the black, colonizing worlds, and soon learning we aren't as alone as we thought. As humans explored, our old ways of war soon took hold, breaking off from the global government. The vast frontier before us became a new Wild West, with heroes, danger, mystery, and treasure of vast, unfathomable wealth. Soon, though, we learned that we are more than just not alone. We learn we are at a disadvantage. The Thargoids, a hostile insectoid race, roam the Milky Way, killing all in their path. And right now, they seem to be on the hunt. A hunt for our home. This is the Galaxy, Commander. Welcome to Elite Dangerous. It's Galactic Year 3306. You're a pilot fresh out of the Pilots Federation. Excited and eager, you bound into space at light speed when suddenly, your cabin shuts off. The ship doesn't move, your life support ticks down. You hit the button and call them for help. The group we're discussing today isn't swashbuckling mercenaries, pirates, or even traders. The group we're discussing today is a group of rats. The Fuel Rats.
Crashes cost. Kill your speed, not your credit.
Ship released. Clear for departure.
Very few games have guilds worth their salt, and fewer still make significant impacts on the world they inhabit. The Fuel Rats are truly a unique group that have become a staple of the community. The Fuel Rats are skilled volunteers that have changed the player base simply by doing what they do best: deliver fuel to players in need.
So it all started with a guy by the name of Surly Badger, who ran out of fuel at one point and said that no, this isn't good. This is unacceptable. So not too long after that, there was addition to the game by Frontier that actually added these fuel limpets and the controller that allows you to distribute them.
I think I need to explain how they do this. The rats have a really detailed system. Rats all across the Big Black. Sometimes fuel is only a jump away for those in need. On their site, fuelrats.com, there's a button. If you hit this button, you'll be connected to the rats via an IRC chat. From there, the rats are going to learn about your position, how much fuel you need, and if this is a code red situation, basically an emergency. If your life support is decreasing, if you think you might die and lose all that high value stuff you're carrying, yeah, you're in an emergency. The Fuel Rats are a highly disparate group. Each player is from a different leg of the galaxy, but when you're out ratting, aka saving someone's ship, you put aside your space politics to do the right thing, and do that one thing well: save lives. They do this by way of fuel transfer limpets. Basically, like all limpets in the game, they automate a process. In this case, they deliver fuel to ships stranded in the void. You get close enough and you can fire a limpet at someone. Fire it and the fuel is delivered to the ship via a cargo hatch. Fuel Rats are practically famous among the internet for these exploits and their role in the overall Elite Dangerous community. So much so, they've been officially recognized by the developers. Seriously, they have their own log on the Pilots Federation news site, Galnet, which delivers in-universe news to players. The Fuel Rats are known by the player base for their amazing success rate in refueling players, with a total of 96% success rate overall. Over the lifetime of the group, they've rescued about 66,771 people. Usually these rescues are for new players, people who don't understand the mechanics of the game all too well. This doesn't mean all they do is help new players though. The wider internet actually knows the Fuel Rats for going to crazy lengths to save gamers in the Big Black. They are probably one of the most decorated groups in the game for these daring rescues. For example, they once traveled 65,659 light years from our home system. You know, where you are right now living your real life. They went out that far to save a commander in-game. In an operation known as Operation Beyond Void, this also included a 48-hour long manual hike to where the commander was stranded in deep space. Not only is this some serious role-playing, but the level of dedication is ridiculous because, well, flying into deep space for 48 hours is approaching real-life levels of space travel at this rate. Being a player-ran group, you'd think they have a hierarchy with a leader, but the Fuel Rats are different. The Fuel Rats are collective. Apolitical in the game world, they lack a leader. Instead, debate and discourse are at the heart of this group. They say that our collective is more like the communes of ancient Greek philosophers, Aristotle, and Epicurus. They did not need government or leaders because they were basically in agreement about what needed to be done. If you look around online today, you see countless stories of grateful gamers, thankful for the Fuel Rats and their professionalism and good work. They are by far some of the best examples of friendly gamers in Elite Dangerous and overall in the gaming community. As for Elite Dangerous, they've had a huge positive impact on the player base, offering a positive and professional way for new players to get into the game even if they've made a huge mistake, like run out of fuel. The Fuel Rats are an excellent example of why you should even play Elite Dangerous. But just so you know, when you're out there, when you run out of fuel, you know who to call. Post-production FPS Diesel here. You can tell it's post-production because I'm wearing my studio headphones to listen to myself talk to myself. So that's great. Anyway, some little notices for the people that watch the channel. A couple weeks ago, I said, hey, I'm looking for an editor. I'm still looking for an editor. That hasn't closed. In the coming weeks, I am going to pick an editor, but just know if you haven't applied yet, you can still apply. I'm looking for more applicants, so I have a good pool of people to choose from. And then, you know, we'll work on again, off again, depending on projects and time and when I'm doing more stuff and when I'm not doing a lot of stuff. But just know you can still shoot a message to my business email in the meantime, but also don't, you know, send me, like, I have zero editing skills and I'm sending you an email just because I like to be annoying. Don't do that. I just won't look at your email. It's just not going to happen. And if you'd like to support me and videos like this, you can do so by buying me a coffee. If you support me monthly on Coffee, you will get access to a special podcast that covers all of the internet communities I've covered in the past, right? Basically, this is going to be released in seasons, but what you get now is some podcasts that go more into depth about the research process, investigation, or even what the communities are like that I've covered in the past. I have one on bronies, one on K-pop, and then one about those paparazzos that tried to sue me. So if you're interested in learning about all of those things, you can as well. As for the Elite Dangerous one, if you'd like to listen to that one, yeah, that one's not going to be up yet, but you can listen to this video again. I'm trying to get somebody to talk to for that one, a more skilled commander in Elite Dangerous. If you couldn't tell, I actually play Elite Dangerous. I got about 40 hours in it, and I plan to get 40 more. But yes, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, tried to practice some of my cinematography in a 3D space. With that being said, I have to go do the New Year, New Me video, so let me go do that. Bye!
Give up on my way.